what setting you go on. It normally says give it a name and all that. Am I live or not? Don't know, but I'm down my little pub chef garden bar. I've done a load of videos on my FPV drone lately, and I thought I neglected my my original subscribers, my buddies. I might change my hat, get a different hat on for a change. Welcome to live chat, blah blah blah. No one's, well, I think it's live, yeah. What about the hats? Different tripod here. No, I'll leave this out on, it's alright. Right, no one's here, no one's watching at the moment, so I'll just let sit and have a beer. I must sort out my TVs. I must sort out my TVs down here. The Arsenal playing. I come up on my phone. It was a bit late to message me mate, go around his bar. He's an Arsenal fan. My mate Michael's got a little bar in his garden. I've got a couple of friends now that got garden bars, pub sheds, garden bars. It was a bit late to message him. What I'm going to do, I meant to do it yesterday or Friday. I meant to sort of, I think I was going to do a message staying at the weekend and then like find out when the Arsenal or West Ham were playing and go around the house. Or West Ham, I don't know, West Ham was on TV. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I watched it. Did I? Or did I watch it naughtily? I don't know. So, two people are watching, but if someone can say hello or message, I'm like, oh, hi, John. It's bloody small. I have to zoom in. It could be someone on my new Tedious YouTube. Hi, Tedious YouTube. How you doing, buddy? I've got quite a few new subscribers lately due to my FPV drone stuff. Now, those people might be coming along going, what is that guy doing live? Why is he live? What's he doing? Is he talking about drones? No, I'm not. Is he talking about fishing? No, I'm not. My channel is sort of like Life of John, and if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. It was a fishing channel years ago, and then I started doing something. else, and I started doing something else. How you doing, Peter? So I sort of named it Life of John, which I've done. Now let's get a beer. I haven't been down my little bar for ages. I've got a little bar in my shed. Some of the older subscribers might know about all that, about my shed. Some of the new subscribers, the FPV people, the drone people might think, what the hell's going on? But if you watch my other videos, you'll sort of know it's about a bit about everything. I've got a couple of, the more subscribers you get, the more messages you get, the more comments you get. And I found it quite amusing the other day that I did a little drone video. I thought it was quite a little good video, actually. I didn't talk a lot. I got up the other morning, one battery. People know what I'm like. I had one battery, shot down Battlesbridge in Essex, which is near me. Had a little chit chat, flew the drone, got home and done a bit of editing and footage. And someone messaged me, if for anyone that's interested, he starts flying the drone at 6 minutes. Oh, thought it's been a bit rude, really, but there you go. Not it bothers me, I suppose. As someone else said, you talk too much. You didn't fly your drone. And I said, well, welcome to the channel, basically. And that's what I do. It's not, I could, if I wanted to, just go outside, get my drone, fly the drone, do a flight, come back down, edit it and go, there you go, Bob's your uncle. That's not just what this channel's all about. But, you don't have to like it. It helps, but, yeah, welcome. So we've got 5 people watching. Have we? Yeah. No one's donated any money. Not that I'm here for that. I'm only joking. There's some new guys here. There's a guy there, number 1, number 2. I don't know what that means, with little like things by the side of their names, but I don't really know what that means. I said to darling Julian, just pop round my mum's to see if she's okay. She's okay. And I said to darling Julian, I'm just going to go down my little bar, get down the I feel like I've neglected my original subscribers, my pub shed garden bar people, and my well, it will be, no, I knew someone's going to ask me that. I'm not a devout football supporter. I'm known for flipping, but it'll be Arsenal or West Ham, because being Essex, it's West Ham or Arsenal. West Ham had a good game the other day, but a couple of my friends are good, big Arsenal supporters, so you know what, I could stand being a proper football supporter. I'll do my nuts. I'll get too stressed over it. Who's your team then, Peter? So what was I saying? So I said to children, I'm going to pop down a garden bar, pub shed, garden bar, whatever you want to call it, and have a beer, and to see the old subscribers and sort of make sure no one's left out. But it's just an excuse for me to sneak out and have a little pint. I've got no heating on here. I keep saying it's every week. I will tidy it up down. It's not that bad down here, but it's been neglected the last few weeks. Christmas time was a little bit quiet. Everyone was ill. Still not 100%. And do the old sniff. It's like when you find sick of it. Can't come in today. And oh dear. So you know, I can't go in. I've got a cough. But there's a few boxes. Not that badly. I've got a few Perfect Draft boxes. Anyone's interested in buying one of those Perfect Draft machines, there's a link in below my website. Spurs. Yeah, my old father-in-law, rest in peace, my old father-in-law Percy was a massive Spurs fan. I don't know how they're getting on. I don't know a lot about them, do you? Yeah, I'm gonna tie this place up. I think eventually I'll get round to it. I'm on my phone. I used to do lives on my laptop and set it up properly. Then I started using stream cards and stream it properly. Just got this tripod with a mag thing. Stick it on. Press the button on the old YouTube. Really, now we found. It's what batch you've got. Not a lot. Top. What's that say? Top what? Top fans. Okay. And if I get back into doing the lives, which I said before, maybe in a better weather, I might start doing the laptop lives and Osmo GoPro lives. But I'm just on my phone at the moment. You stick it on your tripod, press go live, you go live. It's so simple. It's just I'm struggling to see the bloody writing. When you get to my age, you can't see fuck all. Excuse the language. If you're watching, there's 5 people watching. Please say hello. Tedious YouTube, Peter. How you doing? Cheers. I've got a Facebook group. I've been a bit quiet on it lately. Life of John, which is sort of part of the YouTube channel I set up years ago. It was all things drinking and pub sheds. I've been quiet on there lately. What I normally do is I normally prepare these lives in advance and do, right, when COVID was about, I used to go, right, we're going to go live on a Friday or a Thursday or whatever at 7. And then I used to get quite a bit of a following, really. We used to have a live and people used to be down at bars and having a beer. I haven't done that for ages, but I just fancy popping down having a beer on my own. Now, I've got 2 options. Either pop down the garden bar and have a beer on my own and sit there staring at my glass, or I stare at this phone talking to people. And every now and again, someone messages and says hi. So there's 5, 7 people watching. A couple of people said hello, which is quite nice. So I'm not actually talking to myself. It makes me feel a little bit better. As I said earlier, I will eventually tie this place. The weather's been dire lately, hasn't it? But eventually I will tie this up a little bit down here, get the old TVs up and running again, get Sky back on the old TVs and start watching the football and that down there on a Sunday afternoon or something, get a few mates around maybe. I've got to start doing that. But it's just the weather. It's dark in the morning, dark at night. I mean, flying my drone. I'm getting a bit addicted to that drone at the moment. I'm getting up in the morning, I'm just going, oh, flying my drone. Oh, I get a bit like that. I've got a bit of an addictive personality, I think. I used to think years ago, when I first got into fishing, years and years ago, my kids were little, I used to say to Jill, I used to work a lot of Saturdays. I used to get up in the morning to go to work Saturday. The sun used to be rising on a summer's morning, even a winter's morning. I was a bit younger then. I'm talking 20, 30 bloody years ago, actually. Probably 30 years, actually, thinking about it. The sun was coming up. I'm going to work Saturday morning. All right. Sun would come up on a Saturday morning. I'd go out in my car, because the company I worked for at the time didn't really care if you went in Saturday or not. So I sort of went down the road, ended up going down to a fishing lake. And in the old days, I remember I had was it a Nokia? No, it wasn't a Nokia. It was I always liked my gadgets. A Sony Ericsson, the square one, because it used to stand on my bench. It used to be a little square block thing. And I remember, like, I used to phone me up. Where are you? Down a fishing lake. I used to do it all the time. Wasn't great. Good fun, but it never paid the mortgage. That's the problem. We got here. John, I have a feeling for someone. How do you recommend go about getting that attention? So, John, I have feelings for someone. How do you recommend I go about getting that attention? My name is John, by the way. Total Tech. I haven't got a clue. This is not a love channel. I don't know if you'll wind me up or not. John, I have feelings for someone. How do you recommend I go about getting their attention? No idea. Flowers, free gifts. Just be polite, be kind, be nice. Be nice. The last few years I've been nice. And I must admit, it's done me all right. Just be polite and nice to people as best you can. Be calm. Be sort of. I was a bit of a dick years ago when I was young, but as I got older, I think you learn. If there's anyone my age out there, you'll know. Push Q&A sticker. Push elevator buttons multiple times. No, I don't know what that's all about. I'm not mucking about. You can't do it on these phones. It's too bloody small. WhatsApp. WhatsApp. God, yeah, I'm getting old now. A lot of my friends are passing away now. Not a lot, but I've lost a few people the last couple of years. It doesn't help. A couple of my mates keep messaging me saying, so-and-so's died, so-and-so's died, so-and-so. And then you realise you've got to be as nice as you can to people. If you want to attract someone, I don't know, be nice or be polite, buy them flowers. A couple of gifts every now and again. Take them to the cinema, whoever it may be, male, female, whatever. And yeah, don't go mad though. Don't overdo it. I know's a no, but I'll have a little top up. Buy them a perfect draft machine if they're male. Can you see that machine? Any drone people out there? Anybody enjoyed my drone videos or just random people watching? I don't really recognise many names there, and I don't mean to be rude. Peter Williams, I recognise. It's a shame I can't sort of see how many people have been subscribed for how long. Really. Someone's got a thumbs up. I don't know if there's a random people, long-term subscribers, new subscribers that subscribe because of the COVID lives years ago because the publisher going bars, the summer houses, or the beer drinking ones, or are they the fishing ones, which I've done a lot of lately. I know that. I apologise. Or are they the new ones that subscribe because the FPV? Any questions? It doesn't matter. It's called Life of John. My son said, Dad, you'll never get loads of subscribers because you haven't got like a niche. I must admit, when I started doing the FPV videos, my subscribers went up, my viewership went up a little bit, but I'm not just going to do that because that's not what I do. I could sort of shut the channel down, start from fresh and go FPV only. Drones. There's loads of drones channel out there, but that's not what I do. I like to do a little bit of everything, really. So hopefully some people will subscribe and watch a bit of a drone video. Some people will enjoy the videos. I'll be talking shite, which there are plenty, I know that. Some people enjoy the videos of me sitting by the fishing lake. The fishing, the carp fishing and the drone type videos sort of come hand in hand. I can't wait to go fishing this year, actually, and get the carp, go out, get the bivvy up. I'll take the old drone, although I'm not allowed, but you know. I like the FPV stuff. It's changed it for me. I've had a drone, 2 drones years ago. Got bored of them, just flying them up there with a phone and going with the controller. And then I got a Neo 1 last year before, DJI Neo 1. Good little drone, lovely little drone. And I use that for my fishing videos because you've got the follow me bit and it does some signalling and stuff like that. Didn't want anything for Christmas. When you get to my age, you sort of get everything you want. You buy your own things. Jill buys her things up on my stuff. So what do you want for Christmas? And the only thing I really wanted was another little drone. I saw the Neo 2 come out on the market. It's got hand gesture control. It's got voice control. It's got controls on the side. It can follow you from there, the front, the back, all different angles. It will follow you. Fantastic bit of technology for a couple of £100. So I said to the kids, chip in and buy me that. When I say kids, they're 20, 25, 20. Chip in and buy me that. That's all I've got of those for Christmas. The boots that someone bought me, I won't mention the name, it didn't fit. So that didn't, it all goes. What happens with me every year, people buy me stuff, it doesn't fit, it goes back, I never see the money, another story. But the drone, best Christmas present I got, so I'd love a gadget. That's old boys. We all blokes love gadgets, right? I love a gadget. So what happened was, so I saw the drone and I kept having an eye about this FPV thing. Hello from, who's that? Rockford, Illinois, USA. Oh, what time is it over there? 5-hour difference. Hiya, USA. I was over there a couple of years back in America. That was a good little trip, that was. Lovely. So yeah, the drone. So I thought, what's all this FPV stuff about? Shall I not? First person view or first person video. I think it's first person view, actually. I thought, shall I not? Can I do it or not? Now, the real FPV drones, the super duper light ones, you make them, you mod them, you do this, you 3D print them. Some of you guys might be girls might be into 3D printing. Anyway, whatever. You might be following me because of that. You can subscribe to this channel for whatever reason. It doesn't bother me, of course. And I sort of think the real FPV, I sort of think is like these little kit ones, little model ones. like the old days, like 3D printers, you make it, you kit form, you build it up, you put your own controls on it, a bit like the old radio controlled boats and planes from the old days. And then you put your little camera on top, a bare bones GoPro on top, and you fly around full Monty. Then I saw the DJI bought out the goggles and the controller, this basic controller like this. It's so bloody simple. And then they did a sale. They did the Neo 1, which I sold. They did the DJI Neo 1 with the goggles, with the controller, and it worked out pretty goddamn cheap. I thought if I buy that and I sell the Neo 1 and keep the controller and goggles, I'm laughing. I haven't sold the Neo 1. I've still got it upstairs. I took it out of the box, threw it to one side. So I've still got that. I don't know whether to keep it. It's brand spanking new with 3 batteries. DJI Neo 1 with 3 batteries. I don't know whether to keep it, raffle it off, or do a giveaway to subscribers. I'm not sure what I'm going to do that yet. Or the idea was to sell it and put the money in the pot towards this gear I bought now. That's what the plan is, but I'm not sure. I've not done anything with it yet. So anyway, the FPV stuff, it's just been a game changer for me. It's just, you're looking through, it's quite unbelievable. You're looking through what the drone sees. It's, you know, it's weird. It's weird. You've got to give it a go. If you ever get a chance to have a little go of it, give it a go. And the controller, you just tilt left, tilt right, and it's like a glider. It's pretty cool. I like it at the moment because I'm into hobbies. If you watch my channel, you know I'm like that with my hobbies. So we'll see if I keep it up. Hello to the person, young or old, male or female or whatever, from America. Went the other year to visit my son, who was living out there at the time. We went to New York, Times Square, Central Park. We did Philadelphia, Cincinnati, and where else did we go? One other place in America. I can't bloody remember now. Lovely place, America. Lovely. Recommended. Such a vast place. If I sort of won the lottery and took early retirement, I'd love to go out there for a year or so and have a visit, proper visit, you know. All the different states. And they do some good TV shows, America. I'll give them that. I will give them that. All over the UK makes some brilliant TV programs at the moment. Jill and I are massive fans of the film Silence of the Lambs, Buffalo Bill, and Hannibal Lecter. And they've just, we're just by chance flicking through our TV last night, actually. We had a quiet night, you know. Normally got my boys round to have dinner with us, but quiet night last night. And we're flicking through Amazon. I said, I can't get watching this crap, Jill. She loves the old reality. So I said, let's watch something different. We're flicking through Amazon. A new series has come out called Clarice, which is the detective, the young trainee detective from the film Hannibal Lecter, Silence of the Lambs. We did 3 last night, and then we watched another 1.5 just now. And Jill said, we can't keep watching this. We're not getting anything bloody done in the house, you know. Bloody good, honestly. Clarice is pretty good, and the actors they got playing the part of Clarice is pretty damn good, and even the little line one-liners relates back to the film. So if you're into that, dig that out and watch that. Excuse me, I've got to sort of sneak up and just got my Neo 2 with goggles, N3 and motion controller. It's the greatest. I feel embarrassed, but it's the greatest. Learning a lot from you and Oxfordshire man. Thank you. Hello, D More 20. Aren't they great fun? Honestly, I can't wait to the summer. I can't wait to the sunrise and the sunset. Take the old drone out. I carry too much kit. I keep going to do a video on the bags I've got. I've got a KNF Concept shoulder bag. Then I bought a sling bag the other day. That the shoulder bag a good few years now. Put some of my bits and pieces in it. That took the Neo 1, etc. I bought a sling bag the other day. Weren't quite up to it because I'm a YouTuber. I do a bit of YouTube video shit, as you know. And I'm carrying a few extra bits and bobs. I bought another, like a backpack. Call them rucksacks in the old days, didn't we? They call backpacks now. Can I call it a rucksack or a backpack? Anyway, it's a backpack. Just fits everything in lovely. So I'm going to do a video on that. I've done 2 videos this week and I can't do anymore. I got told off because I'm neglecting the house and things. I've done the bins and the dishwasher, and I made poached egg on toast. What more do you want? You know, best husband you'll ever have. Well, I'm not really, but I'm only joking. Of course, but Family life or the drone and FPV goggles. Oh, it's a close one. But yeah, you'll love that, Mr. Moore. Yeah, brilliant. 500 quid, I think it is at the moment. But I'm waiting. I do a bit of private. I'm waiting for the new drone to come out. I think they've got a Neo. Might not get it. I might not get they've got an Avata 3 or an Avata 360 coming out, so I might treat myself to that if it's compatible with the GOGS N3 and the RC controller. If it's not, I won't bother. I'm not going to buy another load of goggles controllers. But I might not even buy it yet. If it's not that brilliant, it's not what I'm looking for, I will. I'm tempted to get the Avata 2. Oxfordshire man's got the Avata 2. Looks a good bit of kit. And the reason is because I photographed a bit years and years ago. So I'm a qualified engineer at a CNC set operator turn. I'm a supervisor for an engineering company. Been doing it on and off most of my life, and do a bit of background. Been doing photography like as a hobby, and I did it as a business for a few years. And when X was Twitter, long time ago, I was on the internet when the internet just come out actually, and I saw this hotel, and I can't remember the format of it now. It wasn't like it was like a quick. What's it called now? Not quick turn. Can't remember. Anyway, it was a clip. You could scroll around this like little video. You could scroll around this room and see this hotel. I thought, bloody hell, I love tech. I always have done. So I looked into it, and I looked into this thing. I thought, I love to do because I love me photography. So I bought myself an 8mm fisheye lens. I'll never forget that. I bought that from China or somewhere. I was so amazed that I tracked it all the way from there to here. Anyway, DSLR camera, tripod, all the gear. Panoramic head, etc. And I start creating this 360 shots. So you take, I've said this before, 12 shots, 369, 12. So you take the camera like that, you put it on a panoramic head and it goes like that. So it's landscape, it goes portrait, 369, 12 shots, 3 different exposures, high, low, middle, and then you overlay these images, becomes high dynamic range. So you don't need a flash, you can't use a flash, they won't stitch properly. So you get the lights for the window, etc. So you do all that stuff. Stitch them all together, get lovely, top quality image. And I was on X, Twitter years ago, and I saw someone going about Google Street View and all that. And Google came out with this concept where they were sort of like employing people on a self-employed basis. They weren't employing you. There's getting like contractors on a self-employed basis to take photographs of businesses. So anyway, I left the job. It got busier and busier and busier part-time. I've done it full-time in the end for a good 3 or 4 years, and earned a good bit of money out of that. I photographed virtually every Genting Club casino in the UK. I travelled around the country to Scotland and Wales. I did some hotels in Guernsey. Yeah, I had a great time doing that, working for myself, billing the people. 360 one-shot cameras come on the scene. Google opened up to everybody, and it became a bit of a minefield. Everyone jumped on the scene. Still my website up, visual360media.com or .co.uk. I can't remember. Don't use it a lot. Dwindled back out of that really. I sort of cut back a little bit and got back into engineering. So I'm a supervisor at a company now, full time. But I do not turn down. I've done aircraft at Stansted Airport. I photographed aircraft on and off the aircraft. I've even done a Russian plane when all this Russian shit was not about. The second largest aircraft carrier in the world, I photographed at Stansted Airport. The largest aircraft carrier in the world can't land at Stansted. It's not big enough. The airport's not big enough. I photographed the second largest. They just landed. I sort of took my passport with me, went round and fucking photographed that, and done a 360 tour of that. Loved it, but it went quiet. I had bills to pay. Kids were at university, so it is what it is. You got to pay the bills. So I've got back into engineering. But I've still kept the photography side as a lot of hobby, and I still do the 360 tours. Last week, a woman messaged me out of the blue, said, blah, 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 can you give me a price to photograph my business? So it comes up on Google Maps. You go on Google Maps, you can look around her business. It's lovely. But as I said to this woman, it's all about nowadays, it's about Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, blah, blah, blah. I said, while I'm here, I've never done it before, but I've got a little drone in my bag. So I've done all the photography. She loved that. But while I'm here, I've got a little drone in my bag with me controller in my goggles. I said, I'd love to do it as a freebie for you, as a trial. And yeah, it came out really good. I was really impressed with it, actually. Not brilliant, it's good. She loved it. She actually emailed me and said, in hindsight, which I had just the video tour, not the bloody photography. But I said, well, you've got to have a bit of both. You've got to have the virtual tour. The virtual tour, they've got to look around where they want, not where you want them to look. You know, you can do it a bit slower. Anyway, did all that. And I'm just going to read this message here, Mr. Fish4. So I did all that, loved it. I come back home, and now I've been looking into more FPV stuff, just as a hobby, like, or maybe as a part-time business, I don't know, really. But the Avata 2 seems to have a better camera on it, really, that type of thing. So, and on that note, Avata 2 is so much fun. If I want the children, like that, I'll use the motion controller, but you can't beat flying in full manual mode. Intimidated at first, but so rewarding, love it. Yeah, I don't know if I could do that full manual. Is that with the older? I think I'll be a bit frightened, to be honest with you. I like the RC3. I think it's the RC3 controller, is it? Or the RC whatever controller. It is easy. The Avata 2 looks good. I'm waiting for the Avata 360 to come out, whatever it is, if it comes out, if it's any good. Do I want the 360? I got the Osmo 360 camera, which is, I love it. It's got its faults. You're always going to get a slight stitching error, but they're bloody good for what they are. I nearly did it I took it with me on the job on Monday to photograph this business, and I thought my DSLR went balls up, or if the lens something didn't work or whatever, I had that as backup, and you could have got away with that, I reckon. But you can't beat the quality of my DSLR stitching images together properly. I do what's doing. I set up a batch program. The software I got a batch it, a batch stitch it, batch edit it, run a filter over it, and it looks lovely, sharp as you like. You can't beat it, the quality. But if it all failed, I had the Osmo 360 as a backup. I do like the Osmo 360. But when I used the Osmo 360, I used it on, I don't know if you watched the video, I used it at Battlesbridge. I did over the little bridge over the water. I filmed myself doing a little vlog. But it's good. It's almost like it's following you around, because you can use any view, any 360 view, but it just takes that extra bit of editing. And what I mean by that is you have to go into more software, pick out your viewpoints, and then render that out as a video. Then I put that into DaVinci Resolve and edit it again with some other bits and pieces. So it's a lot of work. It's not a lot. It's quite a bit of work. I love doing it. It's a hobby of mine. I love doing it. But what I mean by that is that obviously when you get the 360 camera on a drone, then you've got yet another bit of footage to edit. You haven't just got the film to edit and the telematics if you want that. You got your bloody drone footage to edit. I mean, we'll see what price it is. See if it's backwards compatible with the goggles and the controller I've got. And if I can just get that. I looked at the Avata. I'm probably looking for a second-hand Avata with a couple of batteries. The batteries, correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Fish4. The Avata batteries are like over £100 each. So you need to get an Avata with 3 batteries off the bat. Otherwise, you know, that does look a good bit of kit, that Avata. I think the lens is a lot better lens on it. I think with the Avata 2, you're probably on the professional. I support your journey. Thank you, buddy. And also, is anyone out there in the FPV drones? It's not everyone's cup of tea, but I did do a little 3D printed. I got positive comments, I got negative comments. I've done a little 3D printed platform, a landing pad, which for my own benefit. What I love about my 3D printer is that I can. I do a few bits. I do the old beer handles on Etsy and eBay. Some carp bait spoons. I've been doing different size carp bait and spoons. And the great thing about the 3D printer is I like to just not print shit. I like to find a problem and solve it, and design and solve it myself. It's not a problem for everybody, but when I go out I know I carry a load of gear and I'm flying my drone, but I take my tripod because I'm doing filming myself doing the YouTube video. So now your average person probably hasn't got a tripod with them. I do want to get a carbon fibre one actually. It's a bit not heavy. It's the Manfrotto B3 one. The old Manfrotto stuff, Italian, it's the nuts. But there are other makes out there nowadays. A lot of companies are taking over. But I might get myself a lightweight carbon fibre tripod. But anyway, I always carry the tripod with me now because I like to put my bag. I hook my bag on it, and I have a little camera on there filming myself while I'm doing my videos. You know, the average user is probably not doing that. So I thought, you know what, wouldn't it be good to have a little, while I'm here, I'll have a little platform for my drone. Mate, to take off. I don't mind catching it in the hand. You do hand launching, of course, but it's quite nice to have it on a platform to take off. I thought, wouldn't it be a good idea to have a little platform with a landing. I did buy a mat. I bought an age ago and gave it away as a raffle prize or a giveaway thing. I did buy a mat. And then I've really bought another mat, a little, about 3 or 4 weeks. Same as typical of me, bought another bloody mat, never used it, not even got it out of the bloody packet. It comes with the pegs. Bit of wind, it blows away, you got to peg it down. I do not want to be on the wet grass with a bloody letter H mat, putting pegs in the bloody ground. It reminds me of going down, bending down a fish, like when I'm fishing with bivvy, like wet knees and that. I thought, you know, I don't want to be doing that. So I created this landing pad I 3D printed. I'm doing another one right now because I've redesigned it slightly. I thought, you know what, I'm on version 3 at the moment. It's printing right now, and I might sell this one if anyone's interested. I'm not going to sell millions of them. I'm not going to become a millionaire selling these bloody things. But so I've done I think it's 200 by 210 by 2. It fits the Avata on it, or the Neo 1 or 2 on it. It's got a letter H on it. I can do any colours you want if you're interested. I've got a tiny little Babel spirit level in the middle, so you can level it up. And the one I'm doing now, version 3, I've got in the bottom. I've got a 1/4 nut, so you can fit any fitting you want in the bottom. Your GoPro thing, you can screw at the bottom if you wanted to. I'm going to supply a little screw thing for one corner. One corner is going to have a 1/4 thread, but you're going to with an counterbore in it, so you can screw it through to mount your camera. That's going to be on the radius. I've just done version 3. One of the holes is going to have the same again, but further in, because I noticed that my Osmo camera butted up to the thing. It's got a little lip around it as well, so it stops the drone falling off if you land on it or whatever. So it's got 3 holes in it. I've got 2 holes there, and another hole's like a clearance hole, I think, with another nut. So it's going to have 3 little fittings on the corners. A little bubble level to level it out if you want. And I found it quite handy when you're fiddling about it. I mean, you could even put your bloody drink on it or your sandwiches on it, but you know, a couple of people said, not for me, it's shit. And a couple of people said, I want one, but you know, problem is it's not copyrighted or anything, and it's not stopping anyone. Chinese will probably make it, but whatever. Anyway, let me read these messages quickly. So, Mr. Fish for, I think I support your journey. Thank you. Hot night. Okay, that's good. Took me months to even dare try it. Now I can't stop flying in manual. Having DJI Care refresh helps with confidence. Yeah, it does. I still don't want to lose stuff. I've lost the drone. Just quickly, when I got the Mini one years and years ago, I was a bit embarrassed. I went down the river and I flew it up and down the river, getting a bit brave, and I hid in the bushes and I flew it out and up. I literally lost where I was going. When that starts beeping, beep, return to home, you start panicking and sweating, but you've got to keep calm, cancel return to home. But at the time, I'm trying to work out, I didn't realise the drone had flown, this is years ago, the drone had flown past me down the river, and I was down the other end of the river, not here, but, you know, line of sight of view and all that, but yeah, you go, my fault. But yeah, now I'm a bit calmer. The Vart 2 Flymo combo is on sale now, mate. I think it's €1,090. Bought one recently. Yeah, I don't need the Flymo combo. I think I'll get the Avata 2 on its own with 3 batteries. That's what I'm looking for. Those N3 goggles I've got, so you're aware, I'm just reading the message about the Flymo with 3 batteries. My goggles N3 do go over the glasses. I've heard the better goggles don't fit the glasses, but I'm not so sure. I think you get prescription lenses. God, they're going to be expensive. That'd be bloody good. Well, I'm not live forever, by the way. My son's just turned up. I think we're going to have some food later. But interesting comments, people. Yeah, so I've asked us. I'm going to look. Well, if the new one comes out, the 360, they do that in a reasonable price with 3 batteries, and it can be used with my Google's controller, I'll be tempted. If not, I'll be looking at the Avata 2, because everyone's going to be sending out Avata 2s, I'd imagine. The price will drop. So I'll be looking for a second-hand Avata 2 with 3 batteries, I think. The package, I mean, £1,000 at the moment for a drone, or euros. Avata 2 Flymo, yeah, it's the Flymo combo. So my goggles, the plan is now to keep the goggles, keep the controller, and hopefully it'll work with other drones. That's the plan. Prescription goggles, prescription glasses. That means take your glasses off, put them on, and yeah, I think I'm okay as it is. They go over the top. I need to find somewhere to fly. I keep going to the same places. I like to sort of be left alone. Oxfordshire Man, I quite like watching, and he sort of disappears into the woods somewhere. But even him, right? He looks quite calm and all that. But even him, when you're watching his videos, like my video, you don't see what they're. It's quite when you've got those goggles on, and you should have a spotter with you. Not only a spotter, I don't think you're spotting the drone. That's what they're meant to be for. But they should be with you. You don't know if someone's come up behind you or who's. You hear these noises, sometimes you hear footsteps and noises, you think, who the fuck's that coming up behind me? Do you know what I mean? I've got a friend in mind, I've got a couple of friends who might get into it. If you've got a couple of you going out together, a bit like your fishing gangs at your football, you've got a few that go out together. And that'd be better. Oxfordshire Men follows quite a few channels. I think there's this guy who does Suda, or whoever that may be. I think he's in Spain. I've seen some videos of his where he goes out with a mate. And yeah, it's always a worry if you're out and about on your own. But I want to try and find some different places to go, to be fair. If anybody knows of a website, and now I'm sorry if you're here, I'm gathering a few of these guys are my FPV new subscribers, but if you watch my other videos, you'll know this is not all about drones. But if anyone here can give me some advice where to go, you know, is there a website out there or a Facebook group that have got places to visit? I don't know. I'm tempted to look on Google Maps. I like maybe a derelict building or not sure, even like a pillbox in a farmer's field, you know, where you can fly over the pillbox and around and in and out the pillbox. You know, there's not a lot in those things, is there? It's dark little building, but I'll find somewhere. If you watched my video yesterday, I published yesterday. I want to have a battles bridge near me. I did fly my Mini 1 or Mini 2 under it years ago, and I bottled it because I was further down. I should have just gone under it, but I just don't. It's just you just don't want to. I know I've got Care Refresh, which I don't know if you drone 3 times or 2 times through the year. If you smash it up and crash it or disappears or something, it's just not the point. You just don't want to lose your drone. You're right. You just don't want to lose your drone. You just don't want to crash it. And that bridge was a load of space under it. This one, and I could have gone under it. But it's just, and I don't know if anyone of you have seen, but I've got a little video or a YouTube short somewhere. I didn't really film it properly of me losing a drone in a fishing lake years ago, and ever since then I get a bit nervous over water. Long story short, DJI sent me another drone replacement, and they admitted it was their fault. I don't think the sensors like water. The sensors are not. You get too low to water, they get confused because of the sunlight and reflections of water. So be careful if anyone's watching this. We can talk about something else briefly if you want. We've got half hour, for instance, to talk about crap. We can talk about anything you want, people. These lives, it's all down to me, really, I suppose. But 10 people watching, 6 likes. Thank you very much. Right, Mr. Fish4, one of the best purchases for Fly My Drone was a stall to sit on. I'm fed up having it. So that's me, actually. I actually get my legs get a bit shaky. When you're an Oxfordshire Man, he looks as calm as it's been done. He runs out of battery. He flies through the woods. It's not a problem. It's like, yeah, not a problem. His battery's low. I'll be panicking. I did one the other day down, I wouldn't call it woods, down the park, a couple of trees. Really slow. When I watched it back, I was embarrassed. When I edited it, I thought, bloody, you could have walked it quicker with my Osmo 360 and pretended it was a drone, you know? I was a bit embarrassed, but I was going so slow. But it was very twiggy. But I've just noticed there's a fucking bit of glass. Is that glass broke? I've just noticed over there, I've got a pane of glass missing. Out of my shed. Whatever, I'm going fucking loopy. Right, live, we are going live. Over here. There's someone trying to rob me. Oh, that's me. That looks fucking, that's fucking, look at that. I haven't cleaned the windows either. I thought there was a bit of glass missing, but there's a one pane glass there. That's all right. I thought there's a piece missing there. I do worry about this place because I've got whiskey in it down. I've got cameras in the garden. I've got the old blink cameras everywhere around here and alarms and shit. So I haven't been down here for a couple of weeks. I sit there said it must be the way the light's coming onto it. It looks clear as you like from here. It looks like the bloody leaves are falling through the window. Because I do worry sometimes about people getting in here and nicking. I've only got a sea rod here, not on my fishing gear, but I've got my guitar and a few bits and pieces and all my whiskies. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's Burns night. It's Burns night. Let's not forget. Let's have a whiskey. Just remembered. All right, maybe something to turn up. Right, what's this then? One of the best purchases for flying drones was a walk stall of 55. I'll have a little look when I get a chance on Amazon. Yeah, I get a bit shaky. And the other day I was down the woods and I was like, my legs started. I didn't say it's just like, I think you need to lean on something because you got your. People that haven't flown FPV don't realise what it's like. But yeah, you can get a little bit nervy, disconcerting. You're sort of in a world of your own. And you've got to remember, it's unlike being in your lounge, nice and safe. You're out in the open. You don't know where you are. You don't know who's around you. And anybody could be there, you know. And I flew my drone the other day. And I had it on the 300 metre limit. I didn't realise there's unlimited. But you can get a bit, you can get carried away. You get a lot more, you tend to go further with the FPV because it's first person view. You're looking through the goggles so you can see exactly where it is, obviously. What that goes without saying, right? So you can go as far as you like within signal. And as far as you're concerned, you're there with it. In the old days when I had a drone and I was just flying with a normal controller, watching it, when it gets out of sight, you're a little bit panicking. You're looking down at your phone because I had the phone thing on my one. I never did get the posh controller. And you're sort of like, oh, better bring it back. With the old goggles, you can just get a little bit too brave, I think, sometimes. Oh, hello. Hello?
I said 10 minutes.
Okay, 10 minutes. Thank you. Alexa, stop dropping. Oh, I've got some food turning up in a minute, people, which is a shame. I'm going to have, I've got 10 minutes. But got 10 minutes. Any questions, people? Anything you want to know? Exactly. Wanted something like okay, can't beat being. Yeah, you do when you're at a certain age. Well, at any age really, it's nice to sit down and relax a little bit. And you can sort of give it a little bit. Sorry, people, if it's just bored you about FPV. If you're not interested in FPV, I apologise. I'm also having a beer at the same time. So if anyone's in the future, I keep saying this when I do a live, I will sort of announce it on YouTube or my Facebook group, Life of John. And we can all meet down at little bars. I do appreciate not everyone's into Oogler Jones. It's my latest little hobby. I haven't given up my fishing. I've still got a kayak there. Cheers. Apologies. Sorry if I set off everyone's Alexas. I had a pizza last night. Jill said, "What do you want for dinner?" We don't really cook. We normally get takeaway. She'd already been out for lunch. We didn't want a lot. So I tell you what, I fancy just a pizza. I just want a lazy meal. So I sat on my pizza on my lap, blah, 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 and got it delivered. And then my son went out, I think, last night. A company do or something. They won some money for a competition and those treat the staff or something. They all done well. So my son went out up London for a big meal. And then it turns out they had some money in the pot left over. So what we'll do, we'll treat all the parents. All the parents can have Domino's pizza the next night or something. So Jill sent me earlier, guess what? I said, what I've just told you, basically. So my son's going to bring us pizza around. So I've got fucking pizza. I had pizza last night. And pizza again tonight. Or I do like a pizza. And I've got my own pizza oven sitting there. Where is my pizza oven, by the way? Oh, it's on the floor over there. Yeah, so I've got pizza. But this is Domino's pizza, so this should be proper. You know the best thing about pizza, one of the things, I like the old dip. I want 5 of those dips, really. I could dip it in the old, what's the white one? Dip, 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 lovely jubbly. I know it's Sunday, I know it's Burns night. I don't think I've got time for a little whiskey. I've got time for a quick whiskey. Right, I'll have a quick bloody whiskey. It's Burns night as well. Don't have a quick drop of whiskey. Why not? I had 2 down the pub. I haven't had a whiskey for ages. And I had 2 down the pub on Friday. A friend of mine said, "Do you want a whiskey? Treat me." The old Glenn Fiddick, actually. The barmaid was saying Fiddich. Ooh, it's all sticky. That needs washing. Can't use that. The barmaid was saying Glenfiddich. Correct me if I'm wrong. I was told it's Glenfiddich. You don't pronounce it Fiddich, you pronounce it Fiddick. So I corrected the barmaid. I hope I corrected her properly. So I had two. My friend of mine bought one as a treat because it's Burns weekend down a pub. Garlic dip, oh that's the one. Lovely, I love a garlic dip. Jura, my favourite, one of my favourites, Jura. It's Scottish single malt. We've got to have a Jura. Ardbegg's nice. And I am going to treat myself. Someone owes me some money. When they pay me, I'll treat myself, I think, next week to a nice bottle of Hibiki, which is a Japanese whiskey, which I've been after for ages. I can't quite afford. I think it's £75, £80 a bottle. But Jura's a nice one. So I'm a tiny drop of that. And I'm going to say cheers to all my fellow Scottish YouTube subscribers. If I can find a proper whiskey glass, which I can't, tasting glass because they're all sticky and wet and horrid. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to put this bloody glass sod in. Right, at the bottom of this video I will put a slight, a link to where I put a bloody bottle of whiskey. Behind you. Aged 10 years. That. These whiskies here. Quite a few of you probably never been on this live before with me actually, and probably never seen my little bar before. So I'm just going to show you. This is my little shed down a garden. You can watch my other videos if you're interested. It's not all about Jones. I sort of collect whiskies. I'm no expert on whiskies. Beanston, single malt Scotch. They're not expensive. Dalmore, Jura, Glenlivet, Ardbeg. That's a nice one, Ardbeg. Glenfiddich, Thunderbulan, and Macallan. And then I've got an Irish one somewhere. Was that the Irish one at the end there, Macallan? No, of course it's not. It's bloody Macallan, is that right? That might be on the other shelf somewhere, hidden away. I thought the Deanston was the all Scotch, single Scotches. When I started doing these YouTube lives and drinking down here a bit more regular a little while ago, a few years back, I'm no expert, but you can actually start tasting. Hello, mate. Sean Parry, one of the old guys from the old days. Sorry, but I'm off in a minute. It's turned up late. We're talking Jones, mate. But I'm just sort of showing people my whiskey collection because I think a few people here have not really been down my little bar before. But I'm going to have a little a Jura for the Scottish. I'm going in a minute. My son's set up some pizza. If you rewatch this video, you'll realise why it's turned up with pizza. And next week, I've decided I'm going to treat myself to a bottle of Hibiki, Japanese whiskey. I think it's about £75, £80 a bottle. I might even do a little video. We're going to go and buy that, and we're going to get a bottle of Hibiki for a change. I'm going to tell you what, I was down at the pub Friday, like I said. A friend of mine treated me to a drop of Glenfiddich, and then I bought myself one for its Burns night, blah blah. When they put it in a glass down the pub, they put it in a glass. They put it in one of these glasses. Let me see if I can find one similar to that. It's like a flat whiskey glass like that. Honestly, it was like about a millimetre. What's this say? What's your favourite keg on the perfect draft? I still think my favourite keg is the one I've got now. Sorry, people, I'm going in a minute. Should I come back out? I better not. I still think my favourite keg is the Stella Unfiltered. It pours pretty well. It tastes bloody lovely. And a lot of people rate the old Hawkston. Can't get on with it. I can't pour a decent Hawkston like the old Jeremy Clarkson lager. It's just too bloody heady for me. This Stella, you get a bit of a head on it, but the Stella Unfiltered, I like it. It's one of my go-tos, to be fair. It's a nice drop of lager. And it's just got the right strength. All right, let's have this. This message held for review. What's this say? Review message. Right, there's a held for review. Someone done an inappropriate message. I don't know what that was. Cheers, people. This is to the Scottish for Burns night. Robbie, great, Robbie Burns. getting your whiskers, this is your proper tasting glass. You know about the shape of it, the bowl of it. Does clear you out. I was saying Friday down a pub, the amount of people you see on TV, EastEnders, if you watch EastEnders, they just go around drinking whiskey all the time. I've got a problem. Sit down. They get whiskey, get a glass out each, and there's young girls with a bloke, for instance. Matt, what's his name? Branning? I don't know. I don't watch it. I do really, but is it not Matt Branning? Is it Jack Branning? Is it? Or not Jack, the other guy. But he'll whack a whiskey glass in front of some 20-year-old girl or 25-year-old girl. He'll whack a glass in front of him, pour that lot like that, and it's like bang, bang, and not one of them flinch. Not one of them flinch. Cheers, Mark. I mean, you couldn't. I mean, that's quite. If you're not used to it, that would give you the old. Yeah, that'll clear you out. That'll sort your cold out, like my old man used to say. Bless him. Right, enough drone talk. I'm going to finish my beers. I've got 13 people watching tonight, which is not too bad. 9 thumbs up. Oh, that's not me. I ain't got a cold. It's my hairy bloody nose. When you get old, you get a hairy nose, and it tickles your bloody moustache, and it fucks you basically. Happy Burns Night. I did a Burns Night a few years back during COVID times when we came down here a lot doing lives. I did a Burns Night. I think I had Burns songs on and Burns poetry. I was reading Burns poetry at one point. I'm sure I was. Good old days. There's a bit of boring background there, look. What background do you want? Do you want that background? No signs. That's better, look. I've got a message, is health review. Oh, I can't wait to read that. I got that Camden IPA on the Perfect Drive. I'll have to try that. I've not had that yet. I've got a few there already. A couple of people have bought through my links, and I get some credit. So I've got about what have I got in the machine? Let me have it. I've got Perfect Draft. I've got Stella unfiltered at the moment in there. Let me just check. I've got the old fridge ready. Modolo, is it pronounced? Bud. 3 there. I've got another 3. I don't even know what I bloody bought, you know. I keep getting these tokens all the time. I don't know what I bought. Hobgoblin. How you doing, Hobgoblin? Hobgoblin, by the way, is on YouTube soon. He's in a fishing competition, so I will put the link below this actually, if you're interested. Doing the predator fishing. My mate Brian, he's in a big competition, predator fishing competition, predator tackle, and his one's being released soon. They're releasing, so that's worth. I might put a link down below actually at a later time. I'll see you tomorrow, buddy. Birmingham, sorry, I've got to get me eyes sorted. I'm doing the live. I really apologise because I've got to go in a minute. I've got food tonight. I'll do a live. I keep saying this. I will do a live next week, a proper live. And if you go on live for John, the Facebook group, and you become a member there, I'll let you know when I'm going to do a live. We could have a proper little chat about drones, fishing, Perfect Draft beers, all things Life of John. Well, that sounds a bit narcissistic, doesn't it? And don't forget, at the beginning of this video, I mentioned Clarice, worth watching on Amazon Prime. If you're a Hannibal Lecter fan, Silence of the Lambs, classic film. I used to have the T-shirt. Jill bought me years ago a T-shirt. Probably one of the best Christmas presents I've ever had, a part of the Neo 2 drone. With the T-shirt, and it's got like a cartoon character. It puts the lotion in the basket, and I used to go down a pub, and a lot of people were like, "What the fuck is that T-shirt all about?" And like the amount of people, it got people talking. Like, you've never seen that before. You don't know there's a saying. It puts the lotion in the basket. 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 And the amount of people are like, "What are you on about, mate?" Spartan or Space Spartan, I think, is a good one. I've heard that's good. Yeah, we'll pop back another time. What I'll do, if you're not on my Facebook group, it's not a problem. I'll do a YouTube post thing. So if you're a subscriber, please, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, because anyone can turn up in the. We'll do a post, an announcement of a live, say next week, I think. So do like the old live with the chit chat and a couple of beers down your bar. And I might bring my mate Paul around or someone. I might, but we'll have a little chat. Might be a good idea. We can talk all things shite, which I normally do. And we can talk FPV drones. We can talk drones, goggles, perfect draft machines. We can talk carp fishing. You never know. Kayaking. Yeah, perfect draft machines. I'll put an Etsy link below, and I'll put a Facebook, a Facebook link, and I'll put a link to my eBay page. If anyone's interested in the landing pad thing I'm 3D printing, that'll be available during the week. I'm gonna go indoors now. Sunday night, Burns night. What better meal to have than a pizza? I'll see you probably next week. Good night. Oh, like, subscribe, and then you'll get notified. Okay. Bye bye. I think I'll press this